Hello friends, today we are going to see the proof of orbit stabilizer theorem. This theorem says that let G be any group acting on a non-empty set A and let small a be any element of capital A, then there exists a bijection map from GA, that is orbit of A, to the set of all left cosets of GA, that is stabilizer of A. So before going to the proof, we are going to see some definitions first. So some definitions. The first definition is group action. We will understand what is a group action. Group action. For this, let G dot be any group where dot is a binary operation on G, be any group, and capital A be any non-empty set. Then a function star from G cross A to A. This is a function from G cross A to A is called a group action. Is called a group action, or we call group G acts on A. If this function satisfies these following two properties. The first one is E star A is equal to A, where E is the identity element from group G. E is the identity element of G and A belongs to capital A. And the second property is G1 star G2 star A is equal to G1 dot G2 star A. For all G1 G2 from our group G and for all A belongs to the non-empty set A. If these two properties holds for this function star, then this function star from G cross A to A will be called as a group action or group acts on A. So this is the definition of group action. Now the second definition is orbit of A. Orbit of A, that is orbit of any elements. For this again say star from G cross A to A be a group action. Be a group action. That is, this one satisfies these two properties. Then let small a be any element from this non-empty set A. Then orbit of A can be defined as a set GA, and which is the set of elements like G star A, where G is from capital G. Then this set is called as orbit of A in G. Also this is called orbit of G, capital G, containing element small a. And this set GA is a subset of capital A because the elements of the form G star A belongs to this codomain from this function A. So this is a subset of capital A. Now the third definition is stabilizer of A. Stabilizer of A. Again let star from G cross A to A be a group action. Then let small a be any element of capital A. Then the stabilizer of A is defined by the set denoted by GA like this, which is equal to all such elements of from the group G, that is small g belongs to G, such that G star A is equal to A. Then this set is called stabilizer of A in group G, and this set forms a subgroup of our group G. Clearly here we can see that stabilizer of A is a subgroup of G, but orbit of A is a subset of capital A. Now the fourth definition is kernel of group action. Let star from G cross A to A be our group action. Then kernel of this group action denoted by ker star, which is given by all such elements G from our group G, capital G, such that G star A is equal to A for all A belongs to capital A. So this is the definition of kernel of group action, and clearly it is a subgroup of our group G. These two definitions, that is kernel of group action and stabilizer of any element A, are similar because here it is defined for all elements of capital A, but stabilizer of A is for any particular element of capital A. Now we are going to prove our main theorem, that is orbit stabilizer theorem. We have to prove that there exists a bijection map from GA to the set of all left coset of stabilizer of A, that is G upon GA. So we have to prove that there exists a bijection from this set to this set. So let phi be any function from GA to G upon GA, that is set of all left coset of stabilizer of A in G. So we have to prove that this function phi is a bijection map. Now let phi is defined as phi of G star A is equal to G dot GA. It is a left coset of GA, and dot is a binary operation of this group G, and star is a group action. Now we have to prove that phi is a bijection map. So first we will prove that this function is well defined. Then after we will prove that phi is 1 1, and lastly we will prove that phi is 1 2. For this phi is well defined, we have to prove that if G1 star A is equal to G2 star A, where G1 and G2 are two elements from our group G and A is from capital A, then if this is true, then phi of G1 star A will be equal to phi of G2 star A. If this true, then we can call that this function is well defined. So we are going to prove this now. So let G1 star A is equal to G2 star A. Then we have to prove that phi of G1 star A also equal to phi of G2 star A. Now multiplying G1 inverse from both sides on the left, then it is equal to G1 inverse star G1 star A, and here also G1 inverse star G2 star A. From the definition of group action, G1 inverse star G1 star A will be equal to G1 inverse dot G1 star A, and this will be equal to G1 inverse dot G2 star A. This comes from the definition of group action. From this property of group action, G1 star G2 star A will be equal to G1 dot G2 star A. Now G1 inverse into G1 will be equal to identity element from our group, and E star A will be equal to A from the definition of group action, and this will be equal to G1 inverse G2 star A, and here A is equal to G1 inverse dot G2 star A. So we can clearly imply that this element, that is G1 inverse dot G2, will belong to stabilizer of A. This comes from the definition of stabilizer of A. From here, if G star A is equal to A, then this element G must belong to the set stabilizer of A. So here this is a element of our group, and this star A is equal to A. So this element G1 inverse into G2 must belong to the stabilizer of A. Now this is a group and this is an element from this group. So we know that if A belongs to any subgroup H, then if and only if AH is equal to H. This is a property of left coset. So here also G1 inverse G2 GA will be equal to GA, because this element belongs to this subgroup, and multiplying G1 from both sides on the left, we will get G2 GA is equal to G1 GA, and G2 GA will be equal to phi of G2 star A from this definition. So G2 GA will be equal to phi of G2 star A, and G1 GA will be equal to phi of G1 star A from this definition of our function phi. So we have proved that if G1 star A is equal to G2 star A, then phi of G1 star A will be equal to phi of G2 star A. So we have proved that our function phi is well defined. Now we are going to prove that phi is also 1 1. We have nothing to do here, because for 1 1 we know that we have to prove that if phi of G1 star A is equal to phi of G2 star A, then if these elements G1 star A is equal to G2 star A, then we can say that this function is 1 1. So if we go from this side to this side, that is if we let phi G2 star A is equal to phi G1 star A, and if we able to prove that G1 star A is also equal to G2 star A, then phi will be 1 1, and this is true from both sides. we can easily prove from this side to this side. So we can imply that phi is 1 1. Now we have to prove that phi is 1 2. For 1 2 we know that we have to prove that for any elements from the codomain, if there exists a pre-image for that element on the domain, then that function will be on 2. So let G dot GA be any element from the codomain G upon GA is from G upon GA. Then phi of G1 star A will be equal to G dot GA from this definition of phi. So we got the pre-image G star A for this element. So we can easily imply that our function phi is on 2. So we have proved that this function phi is well defined 1 1 and on 2. So this is a bijection map. So in this way we have proved that there exists a bijection from orbit of A to the set of all the left coset of stabilizer of A in G. So we have proved our theorem. Also, if G be any finite group, then we can imply that order of GA, that is order of orbit of A in G, will be equal to order of G upon GA, and which is equal to order of G upon order of GA, that is order of stabilizer of A. So here order of orbit of A is equal to order of G upon order of GA, that is stabilizer of A. So we got this from our theorem, orbit stabilizer theorem, if G be any finite group. So I hope you understood all these things from today's video. So that's it for today. Thank you for watching.